Ever wondered about the differences between diesel and gasoline engines? Well, you're not alone. The world of engines is fascinating, complex, and it's more relevant to our lives than we might initially think. Engines are the heart of our vehicles, the power behind our trips, and the force that drives our commutes. Understanding the differences between diesel and gasoline engines can offer insights into fuel efficiency, cost-effectiveness, performance, and environmental impact. It's not just about knowing what's under the hood of your car, but also about understanding the broader implications of our choices as consumers. So, whether you're a car enthusiast, an environmental advocate, or someone who simply wants to make informed decisions about your next vehicle purchase, this discussion is for you. So buckle up and get ready for an engaging journey into the world of engines. Stay tuned as we delve into the world of diesel and gasoline engines. First off, let's get to know what diesel engines are. Named after its inventor, Rudolf Diesel, a diesel engine is an internal combustion engine that operates using diesel fuel. Unlike gasoline engines, diesel engines use compression ignition to burn the fuel, which means the air is compressed first, and then the fuel is injected. Because of this unique mechanism, diesel engines are known for their efficiency and power. You'll find diesel engines in a variety of applications. They power everything from heavy-duty trucks and buses to ships, trains, and even some types of power generators. One interesting fact about diesel engines is that they are more fuel efficient than their gasoline counterparts. This is because diesel fuel has a higher energy density, meaning it provides more energy per gallon. Now that we've got a basic understanding of diesel engines, let's move on to gasoline engines. Switching gears, it's time to explore gasoline engines. These mechanical marvels have been powering our vehicles, machinery, and even small power generators for over a century. At their core, gasoline engines operate on the principle of internal combustion. A mixture of air and gasoline is compressed within the engine's cylinders and then ignited by a spark from the spark plug. This combustion process releases energy that drives the piston, which in turn powers the vehicle or machinery. Gasoline engines are commonplace in our everyday lives. They're found in most cars, motorcycles, and small boats, owing to their lightweight and smooth operation. Here's a fun fact. The largest gasoline engine in the world is a beast with 12 cylinders and nearly 2,000 horsepower. It's used to power a fast ferry in Sweden. With a good grasp of what diesel and gasoline engines are, let's compare the two. Comparing diesel and gasoline engines, each has its own set of advantages and drawbacks. Let's delve into the details. Starting with diesel engines, they're particularly known for their fuel efficiency. They burn fuel at a slower rate than gasoline engines, which means you get to enjoy more miles per gallon. This can be a real game changer for long-distance drivers. However, this comes with a trade-off. Diesel fuel tends to be pricier than gasoline, so while you might save on fuel consumption, you might not see as much savings at the pump as you'd expect. On the environmental front, diesel engines have a mixed reputation. They emit less carbon dioxide compared to their gasoline counterparts, which is a plus in the fight against global warming. But they also emit higher levels of particulates and nitrogen oxides, which contribute to air pollution. So, it's a bit of a give-and-take situation. When it comes to maintenance costs, diesel engines can be a bit more expensive to keep running. They're built to withstand high compression ratios, which makes them more robust, but also more complex. This means that when things go wrong, they can be costlier to fix. Now, let's shift gears to gasoline engines. They're generally less fuel efficient than diesel engines, but they're also less expensive to maintain. They're simpler in design, which makes repairs more straightforward and often cheaper. In terms of environmental impact, gasoline engines emit more carbon dioxide, contributing more to global warming. However, they produce fewer particulates and nitrogen oxides than diesel engines, leading to less air pollution. Performance-wise, gasoline engines are typically quieter and smoother than diesel engines. They also tend to have faster acceleration, which can make your drive feel more dynamic. In essence, the choice between diesel and gasoline engines depends on your specific needs and priorities. If fuel efficiency and lower CO2 emissions are important to you, diesel might be your best bet. But if lower maintenance costs, and smoother performance are your thing, you might lean towards a gasoline engine. As we've seen, diesel and gasoline engines have their own strengths and weaknesses. The ultimate question remains, which engine type is more reliable? The answer to this question isn't as straightforward as you might think. It actually depends on a variety of factors, including how you define reliability. If we're talking about longevity, diesel engines typically have a longer lifespan. Their robust design and the fact that they operate at lower RPMs means they generally last longer than their gasoline counterparts. However, if we're considering maintenance requirements, gasoline engines might have the upper hand. Diesel engines require regular maintenance to keep them running smoothly. They need high-quality fuel and regular oil changes. On the other hand, gasoline engines are less fussy about fuel quality and can go longer between oil changes. But what about performance? Well, diesel engines are known for their high torque, making them excellent for towing and carrying heavy loads. They're also more fuel efficient, particularly at highway speeds. However, gasoline engines typically provide faster acceleration and are generally quieter and smoother to drive. So, which is more reliable? A diesel engine might last longer and offer better fuel efficiency, especially if you're doing a lot of highway driving or hauling heavy loads. But a gasoline engine could be more reliable in terms of requiring less maintenance and offering smoother, quieter operation. It's also worth mentioning that advances in technology are constantly changing the game. Modern diesel engines are becoming quieter and cleaner, while gasoline engines are improving in terms of fuel efficiency and longevity. So the gap between the two is narrowing. The choice between diesel and gasoline engines ultimately depends on your specific needs and preferences. Are you looking for longevity and fuel efficiency? Or do you prioritize low maintenance and smooth operation? It's a decision that should be made based on your personal circumstances. Thanks for joining us in this exploration of diesel and gasoline engines. Until next time, keep your engines running.